Hello, how you doing? All right, so in this video, we are going to be moving to a very important part of our teaching on how to create an online store. Emphasis on very important. All right, so we're moving to our app straight forward. See that it is called Whatshash or Veepar, but you should update your app to Veepar because the update has been done, so it is no longer Whatshash, it is now Veepar. All right, so let's head over to our app Veepar. This is our account, this is our template. So since we are going to deal with payments today, here we're going to click on payment. All right, payment. Okay, so if you notice this place, you see that you have Stripe, you have Pay Later. All right, then when you scroll down, you see that you have Razor Pay and then you have Paystack. Now, as a Nigerian, you only have the option to use Pay Later and Paystack. Okay, so I'm going to explain this to you. If you look at this, you see that it is enabled for me. So let's just say editing, and then I disable, then I save. For what Pay Later does is when your customers are at the point of checking out. I mean, they've ordered, they've added to cart, they're about to order, and they've imputed all the necessary information, and then they're about to like make the order and make payments. What this will do is they will not pay like online on your store. This would lead them to you on WhatsApp such that you have every information about their order. You don't have to ask one by one. No, they would have filled everything in the app, in the store. It will be store for them or app for you. All right. So they would have filled everything in the store, and then you can now send them your account number on WhatsApp. All right. Do you understand that? So it means that they would not pay immediately they order. They would have to pay when you send your account number to them. So let's configure this. Okay, click on configure, then you enable. So your display name is going to be your business name. All right, so this is going to be your business name for your display name. Then for description, it is optional, but it's something like to just serve as a message to them. All right, so that's why I said place order quickly, then pay at your convenience, meaning just something to just draw them, to just tell them they'll be able to pay, because if they're looking like, okay, there's no payment gateway here, what's happening, they might be lost. So when they see that they are redirected to your WhatsApp, then they will understand that, okay, they are making payment. Now the beauty about this is you can actually have an autoresponder on your WhatsApp business account, such that when people send message to you, they would see a message from you, like a bot message, something like is there already, autoresponder. All right, that they will be able to like, okay, this person's account number is there. It's just that even those that are just sending normal message will still get that message, that autoresponder. So really, that's the only issue with this, and the fact that you have to like send them your account number. So if it means if you are not online at the moment they place order, you might not be able to get the payment quickly. All right, so immediately you send them your account number, they'll pay. This is stress free, and you have no charges and anything. So you can either choose this or you go for the second one, which is Paystack. Paystack is what I would advise you to go for, because it actually enables them to pay online immediately, so that there won't be a change of mind, or they won't just say, okay, something happened. All right, so first thing you have to do is to enable. Okay, then when you enable, you have your um various options of payment. They can use transfer, USSD, everything. Okay, then in this thing that I'm blocking, we have publishable key and secret key. Okay, I would explain that right now. Then there is the web hook. Okay, so let's just go over to Paystack. Let's go over to Paystack to link our Paystack account with our payment account. Paystack.com. Okay, you switch to desktop here. You click on these three bars here. then you switch to desktop side. Yeah, so this has to be on. All right. Then the next thing we are doing right now is um we are creating a free account. Okay, so create a free account. So for you to create your free account, um okay, you need to put in your details. Okay. All right. So what's your business name? Adeswa Confectionaries. Your first name, Adeswa. Let's say Wellington. All right. Then your email address. Okay. Then your password. Can you see the criteria stated here for your password? Okay. So let's say one uppercase, one lowercase. Just input your password. All right. Then after you have imputed your password, you tell them if you are a software developer or not. For me, I am not. So alright, so you click on create my account. So after you must have imputed your password, you have to create your account. So when you click on create your account and you've clicked on no, I am not a software developer, they would send you a verification link in your email. So you have to go over to your email to verify your link. So after you have verified your link, you'll be led back to Paystack so that you can log in to your account. Alright? You log in with your email address and your password. Okay, so immediately you log in, the first thing you have to note is the fact that your account is still in test mode. Like you are still testing. So you have to to make it live. Now what does it mean by testing? It means payment, you won't be getting payment if they are sent. You don't just leave it at test mode, all right? So you have to make it live so that you can receive your payment. So for you to make it live, you have to submit your compliance form. What does that mean? Click on got it. Okay. Now for the compliance form, we have 4 vital information that you have to fill in here. Okay. So when you look at profile, let's start with profile. I want you to notice something here before we go into the profile. You see that it is still in test mode. You see that it is still in test mode over here. Look at this place. You see that it is still in test mode. So let's go back to setting up our compliance forms. All right. So first is your profile. About your profile, you give your trading name, which is your business name, then your description, what do you do, then your staff size. If you're someone who has 1 to 5 people or 5 to 50 or more, you let them know. Just put in the right details. Then your industry. Select one niche of your business. What do you do? Are you in fashion? Are you in everything? Agri business. So after you must have selected industry, that is when you now have categories. So let's say commerce, all right? So they'll give you categories. Can you see that they give you categories on commerce? Let's say digital goods, no services now. Okay. So you can choose from any of these: travel, logistics, utilities, health, whatever it is, just pick one and have your category. Okay. Then is your business registered? Actually, I would not advise you to put registered if you don't have maybe something like CAC document, or your business name, registration and everything. If you are just an online business person, just put starter business. You see that they won't ask you again. Okay. So that's one. So when you're done with your profile, you go over to contact. Okay. Then you put in the required details, your general email, your support. Actually, it means another email, but I advise you to still use general email. For disputes, maybe there are problems and everything, still use general email. Then you put your number. If you have a website, you put it here. Then you can actually add your Facebook page or your Instagram business account or Twitter account. All right. Then you can add your office address. If you don't have an office, well, since it's an online business, you can add your home address. Okay. Then you can add your city, your street address. Just write the name of your street, then your apartment or house. Just fill in the details. Okay. Then next is moving to the owner as your person, okay? Then fill in the important details here: your first name, last name, nationality, identification document. Now this is very important because it's that. Okay, let's say my nationality, yeah. My nationality is Nigerian. Okay, all right. So your identification document, is it your BVN number, BVN rather, sorry, your driver license, your NIN, voters card or passport, international passport. You choose one, then you fill in the number here. Okay, please do that. At least you should have one of BVN or NIN or driver license, voters card or anything. Then your address. Now, proof of address. This is actually very important. Very, very important. See, one thing about Paystack is you have to fill in these details correctly. So yes, it has to be correct. So now, as you can see here, you can upload any of these 5 documents. So at least you should have one. And then it has to be relating with the address that you gave them. Because if it is not relating, they really won't approve your account like on time. They will send you an email that it's not relating, that you have to change it or do something to it. Okay, so you have to, like, maybe if there is a document that you have, maybe your NEPA bill, your bank statement, tax assessment, anything, you have just one, just snap it. Then you can change your former address, like in this contact, you can change it to come in alignment with what you snapped. Just make sure it's your home address and it carries your name and the vital information. All right. After that, you can now click on save. Okay. Then the next thing is the account. Okay, your account provider, meaning your bank name. Okay. Then your account number and your account name. This is important because that is where they'll be sending your money when payments are received or when payments are made. Okay, so when you are done with all of that, you save and you send. Then you click on this avatar icon here. Okay, so and you click on preferences. Please follow these instructions carefully. You click on avatar, the preferences or something. All right, so this is, it will help you to set your account. So the currency that you want to receive payment with is naira. Then how do you want to receive your payment? I would advise you to tick everything. Then when you are done, you still get receipts of payment. So they will send to both you and your customers. Okay. Then transfer receipts too. They'll send everything. Just pick as you want. Okay. Then when you are done with that, you just leave it. Okay. Then next thing you go to is API keys and webhooks. This is actually very, very, very important. Okay. So click on API keys and webhooks. Then you see that these keys are for testing. So you can't use them only if they are live. Okay. You can't use them only if they are live. So when your account is approved, you will see this test mode. This test mode here, it will change to live mode. Like when you are done filling in the details and everything, just be checking this place, it will change to live mode. So when it changes to live mode, you see this test mode place. Then there is another one that has live mode. They'll write live mode. Okay, so it will be there. So this same test secret key and test public key, you will see it, but the real, if you use this one now, you can't use it for your business because it will not work. So you see it there, like you see the same thing, this same old thing replicated, but it will just be test mode and live mode. Like, so there will be live mode in this one. All right, so what you will do is you copy the secret key and you now go to Whatshash. You go to Veepar, which is Whatshash formerly. Okay, you now paste it there. Whatshash was also asking for your secret key there, so you paste your live secret key. Okay, so let's go paste our live secret key. So over here you paste your live secret key and your live publishable key. All right, then there is a webhook. you have to click on copy. So when you click on copy, you now go back to Chrome, and then you now paste it in live webhook URL. Paste it in live webhook URL. So when you paste it, you save the changes and your account is connected. And it is very, very simple. It is that simple. Very simple. Now you need you to note that Paystack does not operate for free. So they actually charge for you using their method of payment. So Paystack only charges you 1.5% on every transaction, and then it charge maybe 100 naira. Okay, so it's actually the best payment method. That's why we chose Veepar and Paystack. Like, it's still the best. All right, so go ahead and create your store and link your payment gateway to your store. It is very easy. So when your customers want to pay in your store, instead of coming to your DN, they would actually be able to put in their bank details or to pay like online at that point. All right, that's all for this video. I hope you'll be able to do this. If you have any challenges or anything, watch the videos again and follow every instruction. Cheers to greatness.